What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Lil Uzi Vert. Now, there is a lot to break down between Baby Pluto, Renji, and this tweet right here which highly suggests that Uzi is about to flood us with multiple projects, so it's time to put our thinking hats on and get to speculating and theory crafting. Let's get it.
Sharing my thoughts with a pen right now in the dorm room, think I'ma get it out. Got me in the matrix, I even realize, stepping through the ground, but realize I ain't real life, hey, but I'm on cloud nine, cause all I see is mine, hey, stop and rewind to the money, yeah, that's for sure. Running my mind right now, cause I think about it all the time,
Firstly, some context. We know Uzi has been telling us he's going to flood 2020 and treat it like 2016, where he was blessing us with project after project and Lucy after Lucy, but up until this point, we haven't really gotten a look or an indication of what these were, and in my opinion, these references to Baby Pluto and Renji aren't project names, but rather alter egos of Uzi, if you will, that will guide and paint the project's aesthetic, direction, and sound. So let's start with Renji. He introduced us to Renji with this tweet here, referencing his clearly orange hair in the photo he shared along with it, but we were a bit confused at the time about what this actually meant. Then fast forward to the song he drops yesterday, That Way, and very noticeably on the cover we can see an orange haired Uzi and an orange theme. Also tell me in the comments below, what have you guys got, Pluto Shuffle or That Way? Which one do you prefer and why? Right now I cannot stop playing That Way, it's just so catchy, but I don't know if it's good as Pluto Shuffle yet. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, but let's keep going. So the orange themed cover in tandem with these tweets here, one where he says that the orange hair Uzi will be missed, and another one where he says Renji is sweet and nice, but Baby Pluto will take you to outer space, suggests that Renji is more than just a name, a hair color, but it's a music aesthetic that will form the direction and sound of a particular project that is different to the Baby Pluto one. And I've said this before, Uzi doesn't stick to one sound project to project. Love is Rage 1 sounds very different to Versa World, which sounds very different to the Perfect Love tape, and so on and so forth. So this trend looks likely to continue with the Renji and Baby Pluto themes. Now let's get back to that Way cover. Does this look familiar to any of Uzi's previous covers more than the others? Yeah, clearly the anime theme interlinks with the Perfect Love and the Versa World projects more so than 1017, Love is Rage 1 or 2, or the original Eternal Take cover. Now, flashback to this post ages ago from Uzi where he previewed Zoom and introduced the idea of Uzi Versa World number 2 being a thing. Now, in terms of Renji being an alter ego for a project and the cover for That Way kind of being similar to the Versa World cover, we could very well see the Renji be the aesthetic or the alter ego for Uzi Versa World 2, but that's just a theory. And before we go on and discuss Baby Pluto 2, quick shout out to Uzi.Scotland, one of my favorite Uzi pages. Shout out to you G, appreciate you, and appreciate everyone else over on my Instagram. Make sure to go follow me over there guys, show me some love, you know the go. Also I'm right about my Uzi, Cardi, Travis merch tees, link in the description to cop, and make sure that like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, but let's get back to it. So moving on to Baby Pluto. Baby Pluto has been a reoccurring motif for Uzi from his Instagram and Twitter bios and profile pictures for a minute now. Possibly what I'm thinking is, if Renji is one project's aesthetic, maybe Baby Pluto is Eternal Take's alter ego or aesthetic, if you will. Of course, we know Eternal Take is meant to be space themed. Baby Pluto of course aligns with this, but even more so through his tweets yesterday, Uzi gave us more insight suggesting that Baby Pluto's sound is more in tune with the outer space vibes. Reminder, across the leak season we've gotten from Eternal Take, there are various tracks that give off these outer space vibes. Tracks like 1600, Zoom of course, which were highly likely meant to be on EA at one point in time, all share this outer space quality to them, so this kind of links in Baby Pluto with EA. Interesting to note though, what also shares this spacey vibe is a recently unveiled snippet of Audi. Now, also in this snippet, it's important to note that Uzi's hair is not orange, it is blonde. So a reminder, just in case you didn't know, for every era of Uzi, he has pretty much had a different hair color. For Love is Rage 1, it was blonde, for the Versa World era, it was purple, so on and so forth. Now we know Renji is obviously orange, but him switching his hair color to blonde for this Audi snippet, which in sound aesthetic sounds like the direction of Baby Pluto / EA, suggests again it's more than just a hair color, but it's indicative of a sound, and that possibly Audi is for this Baby Pluto alter ego. And lastly, it's important to mention that we know from one of the producers of That Way, Super Mario, that it's more than just a Lucy, and at this point in time it's intended to be on an actual album, who confirmed this on Twitter. And thinking about Full Tilt Shuffle and kind of bringing that back into the mix, in my opinion, Full Tilt Shuffle fits in with more of the Baby Pluto, Eternal Take kind of spacey sound, and maybe that's intended to be the lead single for that project, whilst That Way is intended to be the lead single for the Renji project. Of course, I just said a lot right there and a lot of it is speculation, but make sure to let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on Instagram at yadiiiigg, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.